steal. This Lion is very, very rich, you know. First blood plus the ward, like he's already rocking the boots, so living the life.
Yeah, that's one of the things you and Black were talking about. I was spectating this conversation and learning a lot. When you buy boots that early, you gotta have that mindset of, okay, now I've got boots. I can't just run up and because I'm faster and die. You've got to use it. And what's the way that maybe you see Taiga getting that done?
I mean, Taiga's job right now in this game is to make sure they don't shut down Mar, and at the same time, leave him as much XP as he can. It's really the XP race between the Leshrac and the Timber. The Leshrac weakness that he has a Wisp that is not as good as a Lion to, of course, kind of leave the lane, right? Wisp is designed so that he tethers his partner and stays with him. So they're gonna try to force Taiga to. They should try to force Taiga to show. Oh, he might actually be dead here. Really good stun from Miracle.
Landed right on the edge, and Taiga getting down to one shot left, and GH gets that kill. Amar actually took a little bit of damage too on the beginning of that, and if he had gotten hit by that stun, his life might have been in a little bit more danger than it is already. Courier was close, so that start to. I think it did deliver his boots over, so it's not like it's in that weird little no man's land. And then we're taking a look up top here and over mid. Like, do either of these matchups, the top and the mid, really stand out at you as something that can be a lot of kills?
I think the mid matchup that we're looking at right now, like the Void Spirit versus Buck, it's a very high skill matchup, and I've seen it go both ways. So it seemed very even right now if you look at the last hit. So far so good. As top, yeah, this Nyx seems to be in big trouble.
Oh yeah, Kuroki getting slowed down thanks to the help of Misha, but a two-man stun and that impale might be enough to just walk on away.
Very nice.
Misha doesn't have the impetus.
Very nice skill casting from Kuro. I mean, this was a tough one to get off, but he did very nicely. No entangle, obviously, that comes into play, but yeah, he's gonna live.
Far so good. Able to get away. We've seen Impale and Earth Spike, just multiple heroes every time. Like, these guys are ready with it, and we don't really see Lion too much. He seems to be one of those supports that have kind of fallen out of favor for other ones, but like, if you're OG, what's bringing you that mindset? Like, hey, I can put Lion back into this lineup and make it show its value.
He can be a bit of a weak laner, but when you lane with Timber, you have more freedom to pick the hero that you want. So that's one argument. And also, they saw Puck pretty early. Lion, obviously, you know, a hero that Puck has to really worry about. So does Nyx. Obviously, Carapace is a very hard, you know, spell to work around, but Hex is the best answer because then you just Hex Carapace and you can wait out for the stun. So yeah, Nyx and Puck, you think of Lion.
Stun out through on a Miracle, but now Taiga needs to run.
He'll probably die here.
He's got the Hex, but he doesn't have the life, and Miracle gets a kill over in the bottom lane, so he's 1-0-1, and this Lion dying a couple times. Obviously, sucks to give away those kills, but he also got that first blood. He got the D-ward, the gold. It's going to stay at where he should be in terms of net worth. The question is, can he kind of keep his life? And at what point does Lion kind of like think, okay, Amar's here. Can he sustain by himself? Can I move around the map? Can I go mid, maybe top? Try and find some kills with the rest of my team.
Ideally, it would be the level 5 on Timber. I think before level 5 is a bit hard for him to fully sustain, and Lion's going to keep looking at it. He could decide to leave now, but if he does, he might, like, I mean, now the lane is in a position where he can, but if he leaves too early, I mean, yeah, we see the rune control. Probably Lion's going to want to join that. We already see, you know, forts are quite busy. You have the Lion on the bottom rune, and you know, these matchups, Bug versus Void Spirit, it's all about the region. It's all about the water runes, about the power runes. So you're going to see a lot of action around the river. And there you see the pressure, right? It's still a bit early for Timber to be left alone.
Yeah, and they go for the stun actually over mid. Smo had been hit by an Aether Remnant just a moment ago, and they're diving the tower. They want Amar. They won't land the stun. He's got that wand. He heals up a little bit. The Whirling Death. We'll see if he survives this or if anybody comes over bottom to try and help him out. He gets into the trees. Miracle and GH are on his tail. He's just Timber chaining across the lane. Back and GH kind of getting pushed away, but like you said, for the IO, it doesn't really mean all too much.
And you see this Darcy, right? He's not having fun. He's level 4. He's really under level. Laundry is level 6. And on bottom, the Timber is level 6 before the Leshrac, so, you know, good job from Taiga, sharing XP properly. And then the pressure, you see it right away. It starts. Yeah, Leshrac was level 6 here. It's a double kill, you know? So now there's going to be a lot of pressure going OG's way for a little bit until the Leshrac gets level 6, and then it's just going to start being relieved. Laundry though, he's having like a perfect game.
40-20, I was going to mention it, but it feels like we were talking around the map. They're still putting the pressure on a Miracle. He's got to be a little bit careful with Amar just committing to this one, the rolling death. And again, Taiga trying to follow it up, trying to find something. Instead, they'll focus their attention onto GH with BZM coming over from the side. So he gets Miracle. KuroKy comes in with an impale. It'll end up being a 1-for-1 trade. But do they get anything more out of this one? GH under the tower, but that's not home base. That's not safe. So BZM, he'll get the double kill, and they take out.
It feels really small for OG already. It feels like they're kind of only safe in their own jungle, even though the game is not that one-sided.
No,
but it's just Nigma's decision-making on how well, like where they position themselves on the map. They put so much pressure on their opponent.
Step away. And it's not going to jaunt over, but they're still sending Miracle forward.
My sprites are with us.
Feared up on the run. Chakram hitting on a KuroKy. Pulls him into the air, and they've got themselves the Aether Remnant. They've dropped down the Dream Coil. The stun comes through. That's going to land into Amar, but they've got the finger to get the kill on a KuroKy, so they'll at least get themselves one on the side of OG. They stun up Miracle, and look at the damage just come out onto this Leshrac. Sumail's not going to be next yet. It's actually Taiga. He tries to leave, but the Aether Remnant's down, and so is the wall, but the wall is not something that OG are running into at this moment. They take out 3 on the side of Nigma.
Amazing fighting position for OG here. That was super clutch, and then they get the free on the waistband. I mean, they could even go Roche here. If you contest it, it's quite risky. You don't have the laundry ulti. It looks like they're gonna let it go. I think it's the right call, but it cost them a lot.
Roshan has fallen
This
to
feels
the
bad.
raid.
Let's see, just into the hands of Miracle now. And potentially, like you were saying, some aggression from Nigma if they can get this. Got the Dream Coil, there's the vacuum. It's only Misha so far. The Astral Step, they've got the taunt. It's onto the Leshrac. They're going to look to take this Aegis out, but with that tether, with that heal, he survives. KuroKy hit by the Chakram for a second, feared up once again, and just that burst of damage coming out from OG once again. It's, wow. Runs into the Aether Remnant. Now they catch BZM, but the damage is just not enough yet. Here's an Earth Spike out of the Leshrac, but they still have GH. He's surviving for now. The Chakram's there. It pops the Aegis. They've dropped on the wall. Amar timber chaining across, gets the kill on a GH. So now you no longer have the tether option. They've got the silence onto Misha. Misha trying to survive, and Sumail ends up dead. Amar doing so much damage in this fight, especially with the help of Taiga. These Earth Spikes have been on the money, and they're still looking to get a kill here onto this Darkseer. Mind Control will run, but Amar can timber chain and chase.
That's kind of the problem. He's gonna get him
Yeah,
so much damage. That's the Kaya Sanj, you know, coming in clutch for you.
So Miracle is able to fall back, and he's also got reinforcements if they want to just maybe clear up some vision and go. By doing so, it does show that they're all there under that ward. So OG, they're not letting this opportunity go. They want to take it to Nigma. That's exactly what they're going to do by getting this kill on a KuroKy, and the rest of the team will fall back towards the tier 2 and into the trees.
It is so much damage.
Just the Lion, would that be worth it? If they get Yuragi, this would be worth it.
He has no ulti.
Got the Dream Coil. They're not following this up just yet, but there's the BKB as well as the vacuum in the wall. That's coming through, but here comes Amar. Amar trying to make something happen that will go over to Sumail. He's going to go into the phase ship as well as the Illusory Orb back towards Yuragi, but BZM's trying to stay on the tail of this puck. The damage just not enough to get the kill on Yuragi just yet. They get the kill on Miracle and take out Mind Control, and Sumail falls too. 3 heroes got GH trying to TP, but there's the impetus last shot. 4 heroes out of the side of Nigma. They took that fight, and they paid for it deeply.
Such an amazing
Kind of
top tower has
missed
fallen.
that timing that they initially wanted, and now they've kind of got to get to the next one, right? And they're going to try and do so, but with the fight up top, they may not have the chance. Sumail, he's hexed up. BZM comes in. Astro set the damage on it. It's Sumail, and he just can't survive. Here they go with a finger on a Miracle, and they'll wipe the floor with the Leshrac too. They want to go and get everybody. They look towards GH. They look towards KuroKy with the BKB pop by Mind Control. They've got the Banshee, so they keep Mind Control close. And GH, well, Amar's going to keep him even closer and get the kill and take out Mind Control. It is just, when it rains, it pours, because it is pouring bodies as they hit the floor for Nigma.
I mean, they could be right now. You know, OG's smoking. They seem to know where Nigma's standing. Nothing set up already. Might be a big jump.
They're going to try and go. They've got the Astral Step as well as the Silence coming in thanks to the Ags of this Void Spirit. Jumping and going for GH. That's where the focus is. And immediately, without that IO, you need to try and run. But Miracle gets hit by the stun. A big vacuum wall coming through. They did get the kill on Miracle, but is the damage there for Nigma to try and salvage this? They've already lost 3 heroes. They're going to go for more. They'll look and find Sumail, but he goes to the phase shift, still surviving. The stun hits on a Taiga. The Fennec will get a kill here out of the Lion. Aether Remnant doesn't land. Miracle thinking, are they going to keep coming? And they'll back off into the wall. But Miracle, he's going in. He wants to fight. So does this bear, though. The stun comes out of the lone Druid. Miracle's just dead. He just bought back 105 seconds on the sidelines. They do get themselves the Darkseer mind control as well, but he's got buyback, and that's going to be used immediately. Infinite shots through Kuroki. He's dying. He's gone. No buyback as well. GH back into the fight, but just as quickly as you got back, you're gone again. They did exactly what we just talked about. They found themselves too far out of the base. A high ground defense that looked so successful. Well, why leave?
Took the left track in 1 second. It's a left track feathered that has Shivas also.
Miracle did jump right onto the bear that second time too, and you just see how strong it can be. They're going to try and defend here, but I mean, Taiga's finger power is at 7, so he's just doing so much damage. They get another kill on a mind control, and this is looking like it's going to be all they wrote for Nigma in this first game. OG, you just got to wait for this glyph to go. They'll go after the throne, and that is it. It is OG taking game 1. It looked like it slipped away for a second, but hey, you know, why not make it close for just a moment? Give